Welcome to the Lend Me Your Ears podcast, where we explore practical solutions to your sales problems. Today, we bring you an exciting article titled, A Step-by-Step Guide of How to Sell in a Crisis, The Case of Airbnb. Originally published on lendmeyourears.co.ke.
Picture this: your product is in the midst of a scandal, and social media is ablaze with tweets hotter than a mouthful of chilies. For example, the two young women that were murdered 2 weeks apart in two different houses that were reported as having happened in Airbnbs. What would be the ideal measures for you to take? The first step in our guide is to be in the know. Ignorance is not bliss, especially in a crisis. You don't want your potential buyers thinking your knowledge is as outdated as your last attempt at TikTok dancing. So, stay updated and show your customers that you are on top of things. As a salesperson, remaining blissfully unaware is like arming your buyers with ammunition, confirming their worst fears. Now, let's shift gears to a delicate dance and the second step, demonstrating empathy. Consider a scenario where the beers delivered to the pubs in your region have caused mass food poisoning. While you did not manufacture the beers, it's important to note that they were sold by your distributorship and the blame might potentially come back to you. So, channel your inner empathy guru and say, "I'm genuinely sorry we delivered a bad batch." Empathy is like the secret sauce in selling during a crisis. Make sure to inquire about your potential buyer's feelings regarding the situation. For example, you could ask, how has the food poisoning affected business? It's not just about selling a product, it's about showing you're a human being first. Remember, we're salespeople, not robots in disguise. Alright sales warriors, now that the air is clear and your buyer feels heard, let's jump into the next move, offering solutions to show what you are doing to conclusively resolve the problem or clarity on what actually happened. No lame excuses like politicians. Instead, offer your recall the batch moment. For example, you can tell the client, "We realized where the chink in the armor was and we have fixed it." And in fact, not just for the distributorships in this region, but countrywide. Though challenging, it's a problem-solving solution worth pursuing. Also, if the accusations are false, surprise your buyer with a game-changing revelation to win their trust back. For example, the funny thing is that short-term rental booking where the murders happened wasn't even done on our Airbnb platform. The problem is that people refer to all short-term rentals as Airbnb. As we wrap up, the gravity of a crisis is not a minor hiccup. Picture a potential buyer throwing this heavy question at you. How can I trust your product with what is in the news? This is not a moment for a rehearsed objection handling routine. No. This grave issue demands a genuine discussion, a heart-to-heart conversation. This, my friends, summarizes selling in a crisis, confronting challenges directly instead of avoiding them, and emerging as a salesperson who advocates for product integrity.
Thank you for joining us in the thrilling Lend Me Your Ears podcast, and don't forget to subscribe for more hair-raising insights and practical solutions to your sales problems.